Hello and welcome to Monday Morning with Megan. I am your host, Megan Bauer. This is episode 153 on the From Impossible to Inevitable podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I love you and I appreciate you. Today I have a great quote from the Buddha. Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Now, that first part of the quote, being born again every day, sounds a little dramatic, but I get where he's going here because every day we have a fresh new opportunity to do what matters most, to be who we want to be, to work on what we want to work on, to create what we want to create. What we do today is what matters most. Of course, what we did yesterday, that's all done. Like it's totally done. We can't do anything about it. We can totally learn from what we've done in the past, but there's no work to be done there. And of course, we get to plan for the future. We get to decide what it is that we want to do tomorrow and next week. But we can't do any of that work today either. Today is what matters most because today is when we actually do the thing. It's when we accomplish the thing. It's when we get the work done. And we often undervalue what it is that we can do in small amounts of time. I read some research once that in order to create and sustain the best relationships, it really only takes 20 minutes a week of focused, you know, personal time with someone in order to create and sustain great relationships. Of course, more time is great, spending more focused time with people is really great and that will serve to strengthen relationships as well. I'm not saying do the minimum required. I'm highlighting that you can have a huge impact with a small amount of time. Sometimes we feel like if we don't have this huge vat of time, it's not worth working on something. But if you chip away at it, if you do a little here and a little there, it ends up adding up. And we forget that sometimes. What you do today matters most. So, what projects matter most? What relationships matter most? What needs your attention today that matters to you? And of course, we have to do the random crap like putting the laundry away and doing the dishes and all of that stuff. However, it doesn't get to supersede your most important priorities, right? Of course, I'm not going to tell my daughter after she's had a hard day at school, I can't talk to you right now about that really rough day because there's dishes in the sink. That doesn't make any sense. Of course, I would prioritize that time with her and the dishes will get done. Somehow those things, the chores always seem to get taken care of. And so they don't need to have high priority is what I'm saying. But take this to heart. What you do today matters most. Learn from the past, plan the future, but when you've got work to do today, get it done today. And if you only have 5 minutes here or 20 minutes here, know that it all adds up. Know that it'll all come together. But that sustained effort is going to pay off. What you do today matters most. That's what I've got for you today. Short and sweet, just like I promised. Some days it's not, sorry. Thank you for joining me today. I send you all of my love. Until next time, bye for now.